Hi, I'm Mandy and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be doing one of my favourite go-to recipes. Actually, they're all my favourite go-to recipes, so if I say that a lot, it's because it's true. But this is my turkey chili, and for those of you that don't know, I live by myself and I love food. I love healthy food, and I love tasty food, and I love simple recipes. So I basically make this for 6 people. And then I freeze it in portions, and it's fantastic because then I can just stick it in my freezer and wake up in the morning, get a bag of it out, and it's good to go for my dinner in the evening. But first of all, to make it, what we've got to do is we need our turkey mince. Now, because I'm doing it in bulk, I've got a kilo of turkey mince here, which I bought from the butchers, and I've got to, before we start, I'm going to cook this off just to break it up, because turkey mince just gets a bit sticky and it all sort of clumps together. So I've just put a tiny, like a teaspoon of oil in my pan. I'm going to put my turkey mince rather, into my frying pan, and literally I'm just going to break it up and get rid of the pink. And this takes, I don't know, 5 minutes. Now I'm using a kilo of mince here, a kilo of turkey mince, but if you wanted to halve the recipe, that's easy enough to do. So you can just buy 500 grams. I think in some supermarkets they come in, so you get little packets and they come in 400 grams. And what I really like to do with the turkey mince is break it all up. Like I said, it's going to take a few minutes to do that. I'm going to turn my heat up a little bit. And you just really, if it was beef, you'd be browning it. But with this, you can see it all gets really clumpy. If you've never cooked with turkey mince before, it's just quite sticky, especially if you buy it from the butchers. So we're just going to leave that, and I'm just going to, if you can see, I'm just going to turn it over now and just keep on breaking it up. And we're not really aiming to cook it. The aim of the game is we are sort of like mincing it again. If that makes any sense. And here we go. So once that's done, we are then going to remove it from the pan and put it into a clean bowl, and then get on with the rest of the recipe, which is the chili sauce. And then right at the final time, we will add the turkey mince back in. So we're just going to leave that, and I will talk you through the ingredients that you're going to need. Now, because I'm doing a bulk of this and I've got a kilo, I've got 2 onions which I've finely chopped up there. Now, again, as with anything that I do, you can do everything to taste. So 2 onions, you can use 3. I've got 3 red peppers here, which we're going to use, and again, finely chopped up, finely diced. We've got some chopped in tomatoes. We've got some smoked paprika. I've got the spicy one here, since we're doing a chili. I just thought I'd add a little spice to it, but you can use the milder paprika if that suits your taste buds better. We've got some chili flakes. We've got some ground cumin, and we've got some cayenne pepper, salt and pepper, and then we've also got some marigold bouillon, or any stock of your choice, which we're also going to add into it. But we'll get into using all this once the turkey has been reminced and cooked. And we'll just get on with this, and I'll see you back here in a minute when this is all done. So my turkey mince is nearly ready. I'm still busy chopping it up. You can see it's all sort of breaking up into smaller pieces, which is what we want. And just chopping up, like I said, it doesn't need to be fully cooked because it is going to go back into the pan to be cooked. This is more about breaking it all up so that it's got that minced texture to it. So once you're happy that you've broken it up, just a nice big any kind of a wooden fork could do the job as well. Any way you can sort of chop it up that makes it easy for you, that'll all be good. So I'm happy with that, and I'm just going to now switch the heat off, put my turkey mince into a bowl, ready to use once I've cooked the sauce. So I needed a bigger bowl to do this. That would have been the secret. But this is all happening live for you to see. So this is heavy. Next time if I'm doing it on camera, I'll do it with half a kilo and make it look like a breeze. But and get a bigger bowl and just whack it in. So there you go. You're learning on the go. Right, I'm going to use this pan again because it's all going to end up back in there. And that's my turkey mince, and we're just going to put that to one side whilst we get on with the sauce. So I'm using coconut oil for this. What I really love is I love slow cooking. I love really getting the flavours. So I don't want to brown my onions and do them really quick. I want to give them a really nice slow cook so they sort of get quite sweet, and it just all helps with the overall taste of what you're doing. So I'm melting coconut oil, a couple of teaspoons in there. And again, I'm not mad on seed oils because they're inflammatory, and I have enough inflammation by eating out and drinking alcohol on occasion. But what I like to do is I'm always about 80-20. So if I can eat really healthily at home, then when I go out to a restaurant, I can feel really, really relaxed about eating whatever takes my fancy. So I like to live life as well and have a bit of fun on the side. So, but this is, okay, so that's melted now. And I'm just going to add my chopped onions. So there's 2 chopped onions going in there. And then with that, so I've got a medium heat. I'm going to add a bit of salt to that, just because it just helps the onions to sort of sweat a bit more and cook. So just mixing that up. And I'm going to leave these to cook on a gentle heat for about 10 minutes. While they're cooking, what you could be doing is you could be chopping up your peppers and getting everything else together. Now, I've already chopped my peppers because we're doing it on film. I always find that, this is another really interesting fact while I'm just chopping here, is that when I'm really out of sync, when I'm not feeling great, I find my diet goes, and they kind of go hand in hand. So either if I'm mentally, so if I'm feeling stressed or I'm feeling down about a few things, I naturally want to sort of go for that real comfort food. And it's kind of, you get into this really like spiral, and it goes a bit out of control. So the more you eat the rubbish, the more you meet the high carb food, the more you crave it. And if you can just flip that and recognise that in yourselves when you start to find, oh my God, like here I am wanting a bowl of pasta, wanting to eat the pizza, wanting to eat the high carb, really sugary snacks, wanting to have a bowl of cereal at night when really you should be eating vegetables and stuff. That you should be on high alert and just be saying to yourself, okay, what's going on for me now? What's happening? And like sometimes it's like, yeah, just go for it, just have a bloody cake and get on with it. And sometimes there's more going on. Right, I'm not paying attention, I'm rabbiting away. I'm not paying attention to my onions, which I need to turn down on the heat because they're starting to brown way too quickly, and I don't want that. I want them to have a really nice caramelised, soft, slow cooked colour to them. So that's me chatting away and not paying attention. So I really, really enjoy paying attention to my eating habits and knowing that when I'm on it, when I'm really, when I'm looking after what goes in my mouth, I'm looking after my health, and I'm looking after my mental health as well. It all goes hand in hand together. So it's one of my alarm signals when I'm fancying really naughty food. It's like, right, okay, what's going on? And one of the really easiest ways that you can help yourself is to start changing your diet and just start getting those vegetables back in, that really healthy food, and start sort of easing down on the sugars. and the you know, the refined carbohydrates. Okay, so my onions have been slowly cooking. They're lovely and a really lovely, gorgeous golden brown. And the great thing about a turkey chilli is that you can really take this opportunity to pack it out with as many vegetables as you can. So I'm just adding some celery into this as well. This was a bit of a last minute sort of add-in. I thought, I've just got some in the fridge. And while my onion was cooking, I just thought, you know what, I'll just get this out and I'll whack this in as well, because it's just, because then sometimes you literally got like a meal in one. You've got all your veggies in there. And sometimes I add carrots. And I'm just chopping up. I've got 3 celery stalks here. Adds a bit of flavour. And I'm going to add this in now with my red peppers. And I'm just going to give that between sort of 2 and 3 red peppers. But I just think it doesn't really matter. Just pack it out with whatever you've got to hand. Okay, so this is now ready to add the tinned tomatoes to it, which I'm going to do. Just 1 or 2 tins. And then I'm going to add some, I normally just use I measure out the tin here. So that goes in, all in. That cleans it as well, mega handy. Then we're going to put some cheap stock in there. Like I said, I'm lazy girl all the way through. That's gone in, so about a heaped teaspoon of stock. Then a bit of cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is a taste. Now I'm like a bit of a wuss when it comes to heat. I do like a bit of heat, but if I make it too hot, I'm just like, ugh. So I'm just putting in. Remember, this is a kilo of turkey minces with this, so it's quite a lot. So, but I'm only putting in about half a teaspoon. Yeah. Okay, what do you say? I'm going to put in half a teaspoon because, like I said, I am a bit of a wuss. And then we're going to be putting in a tablespoon of cumin, ground cumin. That goes in. And again, same with chili flakes. I'm going to put in. What should we do? Okay, go on. I'm going to go for 2 teaspoons. I'll report back at the end and tell you whether I've been too ambitious with that one. And then I've got my picante, so my spicy smoked paprika. And I'm going to put in about a tablespoon here. I like that little smoky paprika taste. I'm being a bit generous with that. There we go. But again, this is, cooking for me is just about being relaxed with it and, you know, just whacking it all in and seeing what you get within reason. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave this to simmer away slowly to really enhance the flavour. So really on a really low heat for about 30 minutes. Black pepper. Now at this point I can also add in some tomato paste to really enhance that tomatoey flavour. And like I said, you can play about with your spices. You can put some ground coriander in there. You can put another tin of tomatoes in there. You can put some fresh tomatoes in there. Really get creative with what you're doing. So all the recipes will be posted for this. So, and I'll obviously add in what I'm saying about what you can add in to suit your taste buds always. But that's going to be on the hob now for about another 30 minutes, and I'm going to cover it up and just let that simmer away and really let those flavours come in before we add the turkey. Okay, so my chilli sauce has been simmering away lovely there for about half an hour and on a really low heat just to really enhance those flavours. And now we're going to add the turkey mince that we broke up earlier, or that I broke up earlier. And I'm going to add that in with all the juices. Oops, made a bit of a mess there. I'm going to plop it in. It's going to go in. There we go. And just mix that all into your sauce. You might find you need a little bit more water in there just to give it a little bit more juice. It's going all over the place. You can make sure you've got a nice big pan if you're going to be using a kilo of turkey mince, unlike me, who's making a right mess in the kitchen. but I'm the only one that's going to be clearing it up, so here we go. And you can also, once it's going in, once you're sort of feeding it into the sauce, just break it up a little bit more as you go. And then I'm just going to leave that to cook, just to cook the turkey mince through for about, and then, you know, get it to soak up all the flavours for about another 20 minutes or so, 20 minutes, half an hour. That'll happily sit there, slowly cooking away, and then it'll be ready to eat. Okay, so the chili is ready, I hope. So that's been cooking with the turkey mince in for about half an hour now, and that looks delicious. And really all I'm going to do with this now is I'm going to eat some, and then I'm going to wait for that to cool, and I'm going to literally just bag that up. So I'm going to have some for my dinner tonight, I might have some tomorrow night, but the rest of it I'm going to bag into portions and enjoy for the next few weeks. So let's just have some now. And what I like to do, often I'll have it with either some steamed broccoli, some cauliflower rice. You can have it with normal rice if you like. Just really whatever takes your fancy, and whatever whatever you're in the mood for, and how hungry you are and who you're feeding. Like I said, I'm a bit of a naughty girl, and I like to save my my pasta calories and everything for nights out and dinner with friends and going out to eat. So I'm making a right mess of this. Presentation is not my skill, but that's in there with a little bit of lime juice. Is always really lovely to go on the top. It's a little sprinkling of lime juice in that. A few little slices of avocado just on the side there, which always helps with the heat. A little bit of coriander. I know that the coriander police are out there and some of you can't stand it, but I like it. And basically, bon appetit and cheers. Okay, right, let's see if I put enough cayenne pepper in it, or did I put too much in there? Hang on. Now I can't talk with my mouth full, okay? So for more recipes from Mandy's Kitchen, please subscribe on the link below, and follow me for more healthy, tasty, super easy, delicious recipes. And I'm going to enjoy this.